Welcome back to the podcast. We're missing a guy again today, but that's okay. Chris isn't here, but Lucas and Ed and myself, we're as cozy as always. Happy Monday.
The happiest of Mondays.
And by now, you will have had...
I'm so confused. No, I'm just kidding. I get it. I'm like, it's not Monday. I'm just,
It is for the viewer.
I know.
By now, you will have celebrated Valentine's Day, and we hope you had a great festivity of love. Love.
Bow, chicka, wow.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day?
Well, I have kids and I'm married, so just hanging out since.
So make more of them.
Yeah.
Or at least practice.
Oh heck no!
Oh,
Not make
funny
more.
guy.
Not yet. Nope. No, they keep me busy. Ooh.
What about you, Lucas?
I don't know.
Practicing?
I don't know. Probably just hanging out. Talked about maybe like go to Winnipeg on the weekend. Maybe.
That's cool.
I don't know.
It's on a date.
I have the problem. Yeah,
spree.
I have the problem of waiting till the last second to figure out something.
I always do that.
Yeah.
I think it drives Clarissa nuts.
When we were
I don't know a guy that doesn't.
well,
Yeah, that's
when,
true.
When we were dating, I was pretty good at planning big things. Now I'm just kind of like.
Well, see, when you're dating, you're faking a lot too, right?
Yeah,
Because you
that's-
want them to like, or they,
that's true.
yeah, to like
You're trying,
you. So
you're trying to get all the approval.
That's true.
Well, and yeah,
And as soon as you get them, it's like, yeah.
I can be myself.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I've been lying this whole time. I'm a terrible person.
Enjoy your life.
Just kidding. What about you, Goose?
I think we'll maybe go see a movie and maybe eat some tacos or something.
Which movie?
Good.
I don't know. I haven't thought that far.
The Lego movie?
No, I think Ashley would just fall asleep. If we went to see
Alita?
No.
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 Those are basically the only
I don't know
movies
any movies that are out right now. so.
I don't either.
What was that
I
second
should
one?
maybe
What was
look
that second one
into
that you said?
Alita or something like that?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that
the
real,
Angel
that
Battle
CGI,
Angel.
Yeah, Battle Angel.
that CGI heavy one, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It does.
It looks interesting.
It looks interesting, but I can't get over that whole CGI artwork. It
Well,
looks-
yeah. Apparently,
eyeballs
apparently,
told me
I know. Apparently, if you see it in IMAX, apparently it's quite the spectacle to behold. But
one
yeah,
of those-
every time I see the trailer or like a promo for it, the eyeballs just throw me for a loop.
I know. I thought there was something wrong with my eyes when I
Yeah,
saw it.
I was just like, wait, this can't be real.
Speaking of trailers, did you guys see the Aladdin trailer
Yes.
Yeah.
or teaser?
with
Will Smith.
with Will Smith. Oh man.
I don't know.
So this
confuses
was
me.
Yeah, this was interesting because I thought it looked really weird.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I can't get over it. Not yet, anyway. It might be. It might be good, but I asked a younger person to look at it, and they're like, I don't see the issue. Like to me, it looks fine. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's because I'm older and I grew up with the cartoons and
Yeah.
I have a certain image I want Genie to be.
Well, and you grew up with Robin Williams, like, in all of his movies, and then
I was thinking
Yeah.
here. I'm like, was it William Robinson or what
yeah,
was that guy's name?
William Robinson.
But yeah, I was thinking the same
Yeah.
thing. His voice is so iconic.
Well,
to
and
Genie.
then it's like whenever you have an actor like that you know for so many years, and like a really good actor, and then they pass away, and then somebody else like does what they did, it's kind of like, nah, it's just gonna suck.
Well, and my favorite meme that I saw come out of this was there's a picture of Will Smith as the genie, and then a picture of from Arrested Development. What's his name again? When he blues himself.
Right. What's that guy's name?
Tobias.
Tobias Funke.
Fiunke, yeah.
I think I saw that one too.
They're like, that's who they should have
Yeah,
casted
who they
for the
should
genie.
have Oh yeah, I saw it. Well, I saw one that somebody had animated, and they had kind of like photoshopped Robin Williams and put him him on Will Smith's face, like in that blue
Yeah.
makeup and stuff, and then had him like talking like I guess it was they had some footage of when he was recording his voice for Aladdin, and they took his head and like photoshopped it onto Genie, and it was amazing.
That's pretty
I was like,
cool.
that's way better.
See, out of all the times to use CGI, why not use it on the genie? Like why?
Right.
Why? Like he was transparent for a lot of the first Aladdin.
Right.
Like, why can't you do that?
And maybe they're just trying to go for a whole different
Yeah.
thing too. I mean,
And you know what? At the end of the day, it'll be a good movie.
yeah,
and
probably.
It'll be fine.
I also saw the comment of they managed to make Josh Brolin into Thanos, but yet they're struggling with Genie.
I know that makes no sense.
Yeah,
Right.
they did a great job with it, right? So, yeah, I don't get it either. I'm looking forward to the Aladdin movie though. Like
It looks pretty good. I mean, the cartoon was
Well,
awesome.
all these Disney movies that they've done, like, I mean, I haven't seen all of them, but like not Tarzan. Jungle Book was really good.
Oh yeah, with Christopher Walken
Yeah,
as the ape or whatever. Well, that was the
Monkey
orangutan.
King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Have you guys
amazing.
watched Mowgli, the one on Netflix?
Yeah,
No, I
the
haven't.
one that Andy Serkis did,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty good. I
Yeah,
watched it
yeah.
on the plane ride to Mexico. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that.
I just realized that my hat's still on backwards, and I'm just super embarrassed all of a
Oh,
sudden.
you are so cool right now. No,
Leave
don't worry
it.
about
Leave it. Leave it. This
I can't.
guy.
I literally can't.
Speaking of,
No, I literally just had the feeling. I was just like, did I not change my hat around? And then I just kind of put my hand on my head, and I was like, oh no.
Douchebag mode
Yeah,
engaged.
exactly. Whoops.
speaking of some
my
Netflix
vape?
stuff, there's a new show. Well, it came out like a week ago, called Russian Doll.
I saw that, but the main actress, she's from Orange Is the New Black, right?
Yes,
And I can't stand her.
She's
No?
good in it though.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not a big fan of hers either.
Like, I didn't like her in American Pie either.
Exactly. Me and Clarissa, even Clarissa was like, oh, why her from Orange Is the New Black? And I'm like, you know what? They say it's good. Let's try it. And we did, and it is
What's
really
it?
good.
What's it about?
She relives the same day.
Oh, it's like Groundhog Day.
Oh,
but-
Bill
yeah.
Murray. Nice.
Yeah. And she finds out that there's a different person that does the exact same thing. So
Oh,
like it's really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it's good. I'll start watching it.
Yeah, you should. It's definitely worth watching.
I'm still trying to finish Daredevil and Punisher.
Oh,
I finished Punisher the other day. It was
is
awesome.
this season 2?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
loved
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
That was a good.
I'm not
one.
sure. I'm not sure what show I'm. Well, I'm watching Jack Ryan on Amazon
Oh,
Prime
yeah,
right now with
Amazon.
John Krasinski.
Yep.
That's pretty rocking. I'm halfway through the first episode, and it's pretty sweet.
Jim,
I
what happened to you?
I realized though on whichever platform I'm streaming it, that it doesn't have. So I guess a big portion. I'm guessing of the whole show, but so far the first episode
Subtitles?
takes place in Syria, and so they're talking and there's no subtitles to English. Because I'm guessing wherever I'm streaming it from, they just didn't put it on there or whatever, like it was supposed to.
Yeah.
to
You're
to
not
have.
watching it legitimately, is that what you're saying?
Half legitimately. I pay for the service.
Well,
But then
Tomato, tomato.
you're
But-
not wrong.
But so I watched like half this episode, and then like the first few scenes it was in Syria. I'm like, well, maybe it's just like you just kind of gotta, just go with it. Like maybe there's not supposed to be subtitles, and then all of a sudden like major scenes were happening and like plot points were happening. I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to know what's going on here.
Speaking of Amazon Prime, Darren Clausen commented on our episode 2, a show, The Expanse. You guys heard of
Right. Yep.
I haven't
I've
heard
actually
of it.
watched a part of it.
Oh,
You did?
I think I've seen the poster, but that's not as far as I've
I'm
gone.
curious. It looks like a sci-fi. I didn't actually have time
That's
to look
on
into
that's
it.
on
It is.
that's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't they for Amazon Prime? I heard aren't they making a Lord of the Rings show?
Yes, they are. Or they have the rights to it. I don't know if they started yet.
But
and
it'll
apparently
probably-
Peter Jackson's going to like help them.
I hope it's good.
And they have a bigger budget than Game of Thrones did.
Wow. Well, but Game of Thrones at the beginning didn't have a very big budget.
No, but at the end it's like
Now it's huge. Yeah, for sure.
it's $1 million for almost every minute of footage.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
Man.
that season's coming out soon. I can't wait.
April. Yeah, I'm pumped.
The finale or the final couple episodes, right?
Yeah.
8. No.
I feel
I
like there's
remember.
so much story left there that I don't know how they're going to pull that off.
Well, I think they have longer episodes.
But they're not even like they announced their run times, and they're like, it's because they were 55 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're like, most of them were like 68 minutes. The most was like I think 75.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they're not. It's not like they're
Not like
Like
2
like
hours.
I was expecting like that Sherlock show where it was gonna be like 90 minutes, like hour, like a movie every episode. Nah. Still,
Well,
extra 10 minutes every
I'm
episode.
sure they'll do a good job. Like everything they've done so far has been really good.
That's true. Very true.
I don't see it being an issue. And they're also, if there's any readers out there, I've been reading The Dark Tower by Stephen King,
Yeah.
and Amazon Prime has the rights for that TV show as
Oh,
well.
really?
Yeah,
I've read that book. Great book.
the first one.
Yep, the first
Yeah.
one. I haven't read any of the other ones.
Yeah, there's 10 of them.
Yeah, I read. My mom has the first one, so I read it, and then I was told afterwards how
But
many
there's
more
more.
there were, and I was like, yeah, nah.
Oh,
No, they're
Oh,
really
boy.
good.
Yeah,
I'm on
I'm sure.
number 4 right now. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
the movie wasn't that good.
No, I saw the trailer and that
I
was
never
enough for me
saw
to
it,
not
yeah.
watch it.
Who was in that one?
Idris Elba.
Oh yeah.
Elba.
Elba.
See, and that was my very first thing is Roland is so heavily described in these books, like from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then they cast somebody that's bald and black. I have no problem with black people playing certain characters,
But
but
bald
Roland was
people.
supposed to be white as AF.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that would bother me much.
I don't know.
I think for me it's more if they change the character too much, like.
Well,
not
he's
just-
too young too. That's the other
Oh.
thing.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. When I think Josh Brolin would have been a good Roland, honestly.
He's just good in everything. Just put him in every
He is.
movie.
He really is.
Yeah.
Well, and then Matthew McConaughey played the Man in Black in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
which
All
is-
right. All right.
Really?
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
that also didn't make any sense.
There was one movie today that I was told to check out. It's called Tiptoes, and it was I think it was early 2000s when this thing was released, and Matthew McConaughey is in it with Kate Beckinsale, Gary Oldman, and what's the little guy from Game of Thrones?
Oh man,
He was in it, but it's
Why am I blanking on his name? Peter Dinklage.
yeah, him.
Yes.
He was in it
Destiny.
too. And basically, what it is, the movie is, Matthew McConaughey is dating Kate Beckinsale's character, and they meet his family, and they're all little people. Matthew McConaughey is the only normal sized person. So what it was?
That's awesome.
The reason why it got brought up is because this movie would never have happened like nowadays, right? So the
Right.
things that they
It's
were
too
able,
like-
exactly, the things that they were able to get away with back in the day, it was just, it looked funny, like the trailer, like
Yeah.
it looked like an SNL skit or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, but apparently even is it Andy Samberg that has a new show on Hulu? I believe it's called Pen 15.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I want to see it now.
and it's one of those high school shows set in 2000s or early 2000s.
You know,
With
the
Andy
our viewers can become part of the Pen 15 club by writing Pen 15 on your forehead.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
True.
Yeah, I figure that was kind of cool. I haven't watched any of it, but I want to. Yeah.
It would be Andy Samberg too.
Well, yeah. Who else?
Yeah, that makes
That's
perfect
funny.
sense. Do you want to take a break?
Nope.
No?
I think we could if you want.
I just thought that's what you were getting at.
No, I was just a list of love songs that.
Yeah, since it was just Valentine's Day, we made a list on Facebook. You can go check it out and comment which one you like the most of pop punk love songs.
Also a
Then we
breakup,
We made a list
heartbreak
of
songs
non-love
too.
songs.
Yeah,
Anti-love.
anti-love. Yeah,
That one's not up yet.
but
There is a lot of those.
Well, it will be up by the time they see it, this episode. So
I like that you put Blink-182's "Miss You" on the top of the list. I think that would have been my top choice too.
that was actually the first one I thought of. I was just,
Yeah.
wasn't much.
Every time that people ask me for like well, like a list like that, like send songs, and then I just blank. I'm just like,
I know that's what I do.
do I even listen to music?
Why do you think I always ask you guys for
Yeah, I'm just like,
for a list? Because I always like, okay, start writing. Oh,
Well, because like when I'm listening to music at home or whatever, if I'm walking the dog or something, I'll listen to these awesome songs. Be like, oh yeah, I gotta remember to like tell the guys that we should cover this song or whatever. We should learn it, and then in like 5 minutes, I forget what it was.
Got to write it down.
Yeah.
yeah. And then we got MXPX. Do your feet hurt?
Do your feet hurt?
That's not a bad song.
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Never heard it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Probably not.
Goldfinger, tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me. I thought you were gonna go with Orthodontist Girl.
Well, this one's an older one. That's pretty good.
That's cool.
It's really good, actually. Guys.
Yeah.
Goldfinger.
If you guys haven't, you should listen to it.
Goldfinger is pure gold.
Finger.
Then we have Reliant K. Must have done something right.
That's
well, they always do something right.
They used to, yeah.
They used to, I guess.
They used to do some things right.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Those couple albums.
Have you guys listened to their latest stuff? Like, when was
Yeah.
their latest?
I tried.
I can't remember what it's called.
It's like 2016 or 2015.
No, they had a newer one come out not too long ago, I think.
Yeah. I thought that was the last.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know,
Last Office.
but yeah, it's. I don't know. They have those couple like their first few albums were super good, and then after that,
Emotion City soundtrack. This is for real.
never heard
This
that
is
song.
for
I thought
real.
you said Emotion City soundtrack.
No. Simple Plan always makes the list for pop, punk, love songs, or breakup songs.
It's everything.
With My Alien, Good Charlotte, Ride Girl, and Bowling for Soup. Love Goes Boom.
Yeah, that's a good
I was gonna suggest also a different Bowling for Soup song, and then I realized you had suggested one. But mine was going to be Hooray for Beer. That was my favorite one. My
is a good
favorite
love
love song.
But yeah, if you guys have any songs that we missed, well, obviously we missed a bunch of them, but if there's anyone that you think we should know of or listen to,
comment.
yeah, go to our post, comment there, go on our YouTubes.
Reliant K's Air for Free came out in 2016.
And that was their last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on Spotify
Yeah,
anyway.
it
I don't
probably
know if
is.
that's.
They might have done some singles since then. I don't actually know if they're a band anymore. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you either.
Who cares?
Well, truly, like nothing they've done in the last.
Has made an impact.
Yeah,
No.
but
Time for a break. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor.
At littleblackpocket.com, you'll find a simple solution to discover the perfect case for your phone. Use promo code TGR25 and save 25% today.
All right, we're back from our break. What did you guys learn?
On our break?
Yeah.
oh man,
Stuff.
Yeah. Lots.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk video games for a sec?
Yeah.
Let's
I love
do it.
video games.
There's
Have you,
something new.
Have you played Apex
I
Legends?
just downloaded
Apex
it,
Legends.
and I think that I'm going to like it. I actually haven't seen any gameplay for it yet. But,
Dude,
Where'd my notes go?
But it looks cool. Is it a battle royale game?
yeah.
it is.
Oh, then no, I might still enjoy it.
Goose and I and Daniel,
Sukow, yeah.
we played it on Saturday.
Is it a good time?
Yeah.
It was so good.
It
I had
was-
fun.
It was a
Crazy guys then.
ridiculous good time. It's, well, and I pulled up some stats here, but like in their first week, they pulled in 25 million players.
Hokey Dinah.
And 2 million of them that are recurring.
Yeah.
Like they keep coming back. 2 million.
Wow. That's
Which
crazy.
Fortnite did about 10 in their first week or so
Wow.
of recurring.
Yeah.
And so I put the question forward today, like, can Apex Legends really beat Fortnite? The Twitch stats would say yes, but that's not the case.
I don't
It
think
looks
so.
like Fortnite's still gonna outplay
For how
Apex.
long
Yeah,
though?
I'm sure.
And that's the thing. Is it?
I don't know.
Fortnite has become really good at keeping it interesting by changing the map constantly, and
adding new things, and
But they keep. Yeah, I guess you don't have to spend money on it if you don't want to. But
Yeah.
it doesn't affect
No.
how you're gonna play.
Well, and the same thing is true for Apex. And what
Right.
makes Apex really interesting is you have different classes, kind of like what you would in Overwatch or something, where you have
Okay, yeah.
a character that heals and a character that tracks.
So a little bit more strategy that way if you have a team or whatever.
And it's super, super hard to kill somebody.
Oh,
Holy
really?
smokes. I find it hard. Like you have to shoot. You have to shoot
so it's
them
all,
so
is,
much.
is it like a sci-fi type deal?
I find.
like-
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Like sort of like, I don't know.
Well, have you played Titanfall or seen Titanfall?
I've seen it, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it takes
it's like
place
that.
in the same universe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually find it I find the characters or the players in Fortnite to be more bullet sponges than Apex people.
And maybe it's just because I'm so used to Fortnite because
Yeah.
I know how the shielding system works
Yeah,
better.
maybe.
Right.
Because the max you can have in Fortnite is 200 HP, and in Apex I haven't figured out what the number is because like you get helmets
Right.
and vests, and it's
Right.
more like PUBG that way.
Oh, okay.
It's super fun
think
though.
I'd
It
enjoy
feels
it.
like Call of Duty, Destiny, and Halo all kind of mixed into
Yeah.
one.
Speaking of Halo, I played the Halo 2 on my original Xbox the other day with some buddies on like Xbox controllers that hardly worked.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
amazing.
That was so
It was
good,
such a
I
good
bet.
time.
Yeah,
That is
awesome.
Yeah,
That
I
game's
remember
great.
those days.
Man, remember back?
Yeah.
This is before we even knew you, but back in the day, I had a 2-story house, and we would get an Xbox upstairs and then run a LAN cable down into my dining room. We'd hook up an Xbox and a TV there, and then we'd run another cable into the kitchen, and then we'd set up another TV there. And each TV had 4 guys playing
Oh
on it.
man.
And the amount of swearing, like I learned a lot of new swear words just playing Halo.
Yeah, it's probably good that we stopped. There was a lot of anger.
It's such a good time though.
It was, yeah.
Well, and then when they
I was sad that we had to stop because of the anger. Like people were getting mad.
Oh, like actually mad.
Yeah, there was people.
See,
yeah.
I really enjoyed when Halo 3 came out, and that's when everybody was getting into online playing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could play like 4-player local multiplayer, like all on the same Xbox.
And online.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
like
Oh,
like
okay,
online
gotcha.
locally with just your 4 people, and then they would just be guests or whatever. So if you
Mm-hmm.
had Xbox Live, you only had to have one account, and you could play with 3 other guys.
That's pretty cool.
And I remember doing that with my friends all the time. And it's way more fun because you're on the same team and you don't want to hate each other forever.
Well, and then the thing is, looking back now, we were playing on 27-inch screens,
Oh yeah.
32-inch screens, and you were dividing it up to 4. But man, when you had 2 needlers in your
Yeah.
hands, man, you
Oh,
could just
dual
shred.
wielding those, or a needler and an SMG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that little charging one.
Yeah, the plasma pistol.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing, if you ever want to be frustrated now, is go back, grab an original Xbox controller, and play Halo 2, and it's amazing how far games have come, like with the actual handling of your, like
Dude.
even like a first-person shooter like that, like the sensitivity. It's not that it's like too sensitive or not too sensitive. It just is off. Like it's just not made. You can just tell it's old.
Go back to 007
Well,
on
yeah,
64,
like
man.
GoldenEye, yeah.
That.
Yeah,
oh,
no, that's true. But
the
it's like,
strafing with the C,
Yeah.
the C button.
but,
Oh,
but then
I
like
hate
back
it.
in the day, it's like this is amazing.
Oh,
And now
absolutely.
games are just like flawless, like the way they just handle.
And that brings me back to Apex, actually, because this game feels good.
Yeah,
Like, you know how other games come out, you pay $90 for them, and they're full of bugs, and
Yep.
it just,
Fallout 76.
Good example.
Yep.
it just, yeah.
Well,
That was a
and-
disaster.
And Apex, so is Apex similar to Fortnite, where it has like a game mode you can buy, like with an actual?
No.
It's just a battle
Straight
royale.
up battle royale.
free
For now,
online.
anyway. I don't know if they'll add anything to it, but
I wonder when they'll start making you pay for these games.
they won't.
You don't think?
No.
Well, Fortnite has made so much money.
I guess.
Fortnite
they don't
I
need
guess.
to.
In their first year of Fortnite being out, they made their revenue was over $1 billion.
Jeez, I guess just people just buy stuff.
And you're letting people download it
Yeah,
for
I
free, so you're
guess.
not printing CDs.
I
Like,
guess, and
you're
it's the
not-
same like when back in the day when League of Legends was a huge thing, and,
Well-
and playing that, and I remember it was free, and the amount of money I spent on skins, I
Yeah.
bought skins for
Yeah,
every
that's exactly what it
every
is.
person that had. I spent like $300 a year on
Just
like,
on skins?
skins.
See, and I've spent probably $100 on Fortnite in a year and a half.
Yeah.
I just buy the battle pass and
Yeah.
a skin here or there. But I'm glad you brought up League of Legends, because right now on Twitch, Apex is the most streamed game. It has 225,000 viewers on average.
Holy.
Fortnite is second at 138,000 viewers
Yeah.
average, and then League of Legends is actually third
Really.
with
That
126K.
that game still
it's
is
still going.
You know, there's a part of me actually thought about. I don't know why. I was thinking about today actually, just about, man, I should just update that game on my laptop again and just play it.
Why
play
not?
it again? Because it was
Doesn't
a good.
cost you anything.
No, and when I was in like high school, that game was awesome.
I remember you and Regan always
Yeah,
talking
we'd
about
stay up all night. We'd go to Bulk Barn. We'd each spend like $30 on dinosaurs, just get a massive bag, and just sit there and go, oh yeah, and then just eat, and then just be playing League of Legends. It was gross.
Yeah, my younger brothers are really into that game.
Oh, yeah?
I yeah, but I was never
Well,
into
and
it.
it's fun because I mean laptops take up next to no space.
Yeah.
You don't need a console or whatever, so you just bring it to your buddy's house, connect, like, and you just add
To Wi-Fi?
You're on their Wi-Fi or whatever, and you just add them as a friend on there or whatever, and then you can just click and say invite to a game, right, or whatever, and then it's like you have your own screen and everything, and they're right there, and it's just a good time.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
I've never played it.
it's fun.
I guess I just never saw it as a game that. Well, and I never had a computer to play games.
Yeah,
on,
right,
So.
right. And my computer now is terrible, so I don't know how that would
See,
work.
and I think that's where Fortnite and Apex are really successful, is they come out on every platform,
Right.
except for the Switch.
Oh.
Apex didn't make it on the Switch.
No.
But Fortnite's
Not
on
yet.
Switch, right?
Yeah,
Fortnite's
that
on
one
the
is.
Switch, yeah.
Why is it that Nintendo always gets shafted?
They
Their
keep
systems
shafting
is-
themselves by making
No,
inferior
that's-
hardware.
But,
man.
but at the same time, everybody wants a Switch like that. Like
Well,
I want a Switch.
The beauty about the Switch is it's a glorified 3DS.
Yeah,
It's like a way upgraded version of 3DS.
yeah.
But it's still not a PS4 or an Xbox One. And then there's PC, which is the
Right, but-
master race according to some
Right.
people.
But then there's like but then there's always Nintendo games that come out that it's all nostalgic, and I'm just
Yeah.
like I just want it because I want to play Mario. And now that I'm married and my wife doesn't really like video games, but then sometimes she'll be like, oh man, we should play Mario Kart, and I'm like, well, I can't because I have a PlayStation. But it'd be like, if I had a Switch, it'd be a good time.
Just buy a GameCube.
That's true.
For those days.
I do have an original Wii, so I can do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
It's
can
just
do some of it.
terrible. Like the Wii is just a terrible
Oh.
system, and
It had lots of good stuff about it, but dang, was it a bad
the
system.
best part about it is just Wii Sports.
I love it.
That's the best part. It's just bowling.
And Mario Party.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
I love
yeah.
Mario
Yeah,
Party.
okay. Everything's great about it, guys.
Yeah.
It's the best system in the world.
But don't buy it.
It's terrible.
Mario Party.
That almost
Just
makes
anger.
Ed throw controllers
Most-
like
most-
Mario Kart does.
Most of those competitive Mario games, like Mario Kart,
Mario Tennis. Frick, that game. Was
yeah,
good.
tennis, but Mario
Oh.
Party was
Mario Strikers.
so much anger.
I never played
Did you ever play Strikers like the soccer
Yeah,
game?
I did. That one's really good.
Frick, that game was awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
Playing on
quite
like
a bit.
GameCube, I remember.
Yeah, Smash Bros.
Yeah,
I can
well,
I
it's,
can
yeah, standard
yeah.
game.
I can
See,
hold my own against some people,
But everybody I play with in that game is just way too good, and
Oh.
they take it way too seriously. No offense to them.
Tim Wall got way too good
Well,
at Smash Bros.
all of them, and that's great. But now whenever like I want to play it,
You
and,
don't wanna
and-
play with
and
them.
It's just like, oh, I just suck so bad.
Well, when you can't even land on the ground, it's no longer fun.
Well, and I'm like,
No,
oh yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna play as the character I think I'm better with than all the other characters. Doesn't make a difference.
no.
It's terrible.
I used to consider myself a good Smash player until I saw how these guys were playing. Like Kyle
Kyle Fair.
Fair. Wow.
But like, a lot of them are like really good at the old like Melee and like those older ones. But yeah,
Yeah, Melee was awesome.
video games. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, you got that.
Yeah,
Enjoying it?
pretty awesome. I've put like 2 hours into it, so I haven't really scratched the surface
Yeah,
yet.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's,
But
Yeah, 2 hours,
the
that's
amount of horses that I've gone through just by running through running through the bush, and all of a sudden it's like there's a little wooden like picket fence, and the horse just like eats it over, like, because you think, oh, it's just gonna jump over it. I just assume it's running, and it just eats it and dies, and I'm just like, why?
Didn't you also forget to feed them and stuff?
Yeah, I forgot that I had to eat, and then all of a sudden I was just like, man, why is my like controller vibrating? And then like the horse would just like collapse. I'd be like, shoot. And I feel so bad because I'm like, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well.
Games are becoming too
Poor
real.
horse,
It's
poor
insane.
horse.
You gotta feed your character. What's that? Ridiculous.
There's some people have said that they would like more detail in games like fighting games, and or make them more realistic. And I'm like, then
Fighting games?
Well, fighting games or like
Mortal
adventure
Kombat?
games or anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
can't wait for Mortal Kombat.
yeah, but like make it super technical. I'm like, well, won't that make it take the fun out of the game? I mean, then it.
But
leave it a game.
But,
Yeah,
but,
what-
but,
at what
but like
point is it too much?
in games like Mortal Kombat, it's like part of the fun is just learning the technical, because it is a very technical game, right? Whereas Smash Bros, I feel like when it was made, it was designed to just be a fun fighting
for
game.
sure.
But then also people, like especially with Melee, they realize, oh man, all these glitches that I can like manipulate, like wave dashing and stuff, and, and to make
Oh,
everything
the wave
ridiculous. So then I think Nintendo just realized, oh man, we can make not only will this game be awesome for like younger people and it's just a good time, but now these like adults will have like tournaments and like we make way more revenue if we keep this stuff in the game, right?
It's an esport. It's such a competitive
100%,
game, right?
Yeah, but then you can also play it and just have a good time, like with whoever, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
all
like
the-
a
with all the
5-year-old can
items
plug
and
it
stuff,
in and
yeah.
play. Yeah.
Pick up a hammer and run around and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we were young when the Smash Bros. 64
Right.
came out, and we had a blast.
That was a
playing
great
it.
game.
Oh, it's awesome.
Well, and Mortal Kombat too. It's like, for me, I don't care about being amazing at it. I just want to see how they're gonna rip the next person's head off and whatever.
Did you watch the reveal of the game?
Oh yeah, I watched the whole keynote for it.
It looks brutal.
I love-
Oh wow.
There's just such a place in my heart for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I love it
I
too.
have like all of them,
Yeah.
and the new one looks. I mean, they're so gruesome.
Yeah.
Like they're so gruesome, but in like the most outrageous way. So it's like
It's
like
ridiculous,
funny. And I realized like whenever when I played it when I was younger, like my parents would come downstairs and be like, "What are you playing? Like that is just ridiculous." But then they'd sit down and watch for a while and be like, "Okay, it's just like it's way over the top that it's like
Kill Bill.
yeah,
It's
right.
Ridiculous.
It's like a Quentin Tarantino game."
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks so real nowadays though.
It's
Like,
true.
oh
It's
my
true.
goodness.
And some of the fatalities and stuff they do kind of make you go, "Oh."
Well, and I think in
Absolutely.
like Europe, they have to take a lot of that content out, eh?
Well, and isn't that game banned in some
In
places
some
too?
countries, yeah.
think
I think
Like
France banned it.
and some Asian countries too. I think where you just can't buy it
Yeah,
unless you bootleg
China
it.
probably.
Yeah, something like
Yeah, it could be.
like
And
that.
speaking of games coming out, did you see that there's a new? Sorry,
No, give her.
there's a new Metro game coming out.
Really?
Metro Exodus. I watched a little gameplay today. The graphics look awesome.
Have you played any of those games?
I played a bit of the first one. Remember Mark, my brother,
Yeah.
had it. The
I
first
never
one
played them.
basically took place underground, like in a subway or metro, if you like.
I don't even know if I know what that is. Like,
Metro
wh-
Station.
The game.
Yeah,
Um,
not metro stations, but the game.
It's like Fallout, kind of like it's
Okay.
it's another post-apocalyptic
Oh, yeah.
first-person adventure
Okay,
game.
cool.
There's no multiplayer, like it's just.
Yeah.
It's
Straight
not
up
as good as
adventure.
Fallout 76 though.
Oh, barf.
Oh, that's the best
like
game
the best.
ever.
Yeah, I know.
Fallout 3.
That's like the Big Mac of
That was
games.
a great game.
Fallout 3. I never played Fallout.
Great game.
Bethesda just they made Skyrim too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Great game.
all those games intimidated me. There's too much stuff to do.
See, but that's the kind of game that I love. Like that's what I'm drawn to. Like online is fun. Like I have Battlefield, and I'll kind of fart around on it for like a few minutes or whatever. But then a game like Red Dead or like Skyrim, whatever, then it's like, okay, I'm setting aside my whole Saturday, and I'm gonna go like and just
And
Be
and
awesome.
I get it.
Yeah.
And that there's
yeah.
I'm not as good at doing that. I'd rather play something like Apex Legends and just shred for 5 hours
Right.
like we did
Yeah.
on Saturday. Like,
Right.
we just
Yeah, it was way too long.
And there's no like
but it was good.
well, and that's the thing with games like that too is you can almost. I mean, you can't switch off your brain, but like you're not watching cutscenes and you're not like, what was I supposed to do again? Like, what's my quest? I gotta open my inventory, whatever. You just kind of like, there's a person I have to shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I have to find stuff. I have to
Yeah.
shoot these people. And I
Yeah.
have to try to survive.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that, I mean, I like both games.
And then
too.
you die, and then you just do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been playing through Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Oh yeah.
and
That's a good
it's
game.
that's basically it. You have to put aside
A long time.
yeah, because
Yeah. Even to just get through like
massive.
well, and even in these big games now, like I found with Red Dead, even just to get through the introduction of the game, like
It's like an hour.
3 hours is the tutorial because
Oh
it's
my
like
goodness.
you're in like the snow map and that's your tutorial. I mean, you're doing
Right.
stuff, but it's 3 hours of gameplay just in that.
I remember when Metal Gear 4 got flack for
Oh.
having too much video
And
or
the
cutscenes.
last cutscene was like 45 minutes.
It was
45.
great. I loved Metal Gear.
I hearted it very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to conclude?
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Or we can keep going.
I think it's as good a time as any to conclude the episode. Thanks for joining us this week. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. If you feel like supporting the podcast, we got a Patreon. You should always check out littleblackpocket.com. Great phone cases.
Also, next week we have BK and
The Bad Habits. Yes, we
That could be
do.
All right.
I'm excited for that.
That should be good.
Yeah. Thanks for
back for
tuning
that.
in, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
See ya.